a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll go to the ground. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it down at the 45.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
The inside give.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
He breaks a tackle. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Right on the money. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Reels it in down the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Makes a move. Here, he's got it out. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Ready to fire from the pistol. Hold it, finds his man on the left. There he goes. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He'll throw on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That fumble in Russ territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
That last completion sets him up on second down. On the run, it's Martin. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Line is set on third down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Back to pass, it's Allen. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Finds the tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab behind the line, it's Reynolds. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before he makes a good gain.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Charlotte took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to the Queen City. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Determined run, but he's stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Harris. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball? And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now they'll run the draw. Thrust that arm out. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rigby. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The give from the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Rigby. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And
start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Allen. Punts it out of the air. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Just working the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those.
And he throws another interception. His third of the night. He stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute, I got to get me one too.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Slings it downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Huskies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Allen. Here's a heat. With the catch, it's Pegues. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another 1st down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the 1st half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the 1st half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Fires left. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The Nittany Lions have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The Nittany Lions come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, on 2nd and inches, the offense tried to catch the defense napping, and they took a shot, didn't get it. 3rd and inches now, you got to do the obvious thing and run it. The defense completely stuffs you. Now you got 4th down. What do you do if you're on offense?
And they got him. A sack denies to try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for it.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He got it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, Washington. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
To the air on second down. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it on the outside. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. Grab near the marker. It's Martin. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. The short hands. It's Denmark. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably at a field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Huskies will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in.
Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. UTEP overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from El Paso, these Miners gotta be thrilled with the result. A busy day in CUSA, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Rigby. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Caught over the middle. It's Pegues. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Steps away to find some room. Fires downfield. Looking for the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Trying to barge their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. try to blast their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have been.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of gonna take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Pretty good job of running to get through there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he drops to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25.